Hi guys, welcome to the YouTube tutorial on how to spin a Ubuntu virtual machine on ESXi 615 hypervisor. So virtual machines sit on top of a bare metal hypervisor, which in turn sits on top of a physical hardware. It is the ESXi layer which does the magic of abstracting physical devices into software. This is the setup I used when I first started my automation journey. Things have moved on since, but this is just to give you a rough idea of what's involved. This is the home page once the ESXi software has been installed on the physical hardware. More details on VMware website on how to do it. And here are some important networking terms that will come in handy later in the video as we begin to install our virtual machine. And this is how it looks in action. Key thing to bear in mind is that vSwitch 0 is a core and everything needs to connect through it. And here's how the definitions on the previous slide map to my network design. And as you can see, my virtual machines are going full throttle to the outside world on my 1000 megabits per second VMware port. The virtual port on your server will eventually connect to some form of real physical port. It is network adapter 1 in my case. It's a horizon where the virtual and physical worlds meet together. Once all the groundwork is done and dusted, let's crack on with spinning our first virtual machine. Step number 1. Click on the Virtual Machines tab on the left-hand corner of the screen. Step number 2. Click on the Create Register Virtual Machine tab. It will take you to another pretty looking screen giving you 3 very clever sounding choices, but let's stick with the default and click Next. It's time to give our virtual machine a name and specify the operating system. It's time to provision our server depending on our requirements. There are 2 important things to watch out on this page. 1. Network adapter 1 should be assigned to the correct network, and under CD DVD drive 1 section, connect checkbox option should be ticked. We need to browse to the correct Ubuntu seed image in our data store for our server. We are almost finished at this stage, so review your settings and click on Finish. And finally, it's time to power on our first virtual machine. In the following screens, you'll be asked to set a password, which you must remember to write down somewhere safe in order to save you the trouble of installing your machine all over again. Time to say Namaste to Focal Fossa. Then it pretty much takes you to a journey of clicking the next button after you select Install Ubuntu. On the next screen, please select the keyboard layout depending on where you're based. Fill in the details carefully and note down the password just in case. I can't stress the importance of writing the password somewhere safe, as despite warning you all earlier in the video, I've myself forgotten what password I set at the time of installation. Third time lucky and I'm in. Time to assign an IP address to our virtual machine by clicking on the networking icon on the top right. Go to Settings and give it an IP address, subnet mask and a default gateway. And don't forget to add a DNS entry in the row below. And there you go. We can access internet from our virtual machine. So stay safe guys and have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching.